Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And we're back. And on the mound today, Darius Henry. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
At the belt and fires. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one in the air. LeMahieu. And there's one away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
And up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Goes down looking.
Batting third.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Next is the designated hitter, Darius Henry. Henry made it rain homers in his last game, going deep 3 times.
Fall in.
Line drive, caught.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the second. And the batter now, Connor Norby. Henry back to work. Popped up.
I got it.
Jones makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That is fit. The right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Eric Wagaman getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. And that extends the inning. And here's the rookie center fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Hernandez with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Wagaman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. Ramirez, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And we are still scoreless. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
The 1-2. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Edwards.
And that is out of play. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make short work of them there. We're headed to the 5th. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ryan Weathers will get back to work, and it's fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
You got that one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. He's in there.
Up next.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Jones. In the dirt. Runner stays put at third. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And it's caught for the out. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Out towards right center field. Should be extra bases. And it gets by him. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Puts Gets a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Henry back to work. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And there's a foul ball. This one in the air. LeMahieu moving under this one. One away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now the third baseman, Eric Wagaman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. To the right side, Chisholm whips it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And down on strikes. Marlins set down in order. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Myers, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2017. Right through there for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Ramirez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And miss, struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the air. Jones
You go.
brings it in, and that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, now it's the DH, Darius Henry.
Henry.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez under it and makes the grab. And there's one away. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. On the move, racing back. And it's off the wall. The run scores from second, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping in, Jonah Bride. The Fish in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Burleson flashes the leather on the running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But
they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Volpe throws it to first in time, and there's 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Norby stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Yankees up by 3. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still down 3-0. And now Darius Henry.
Darius Henry.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two outs. And a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Wow.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And here is Spencer Jones. Stanton over at second. Henry at first. 2 out of the inning. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
So bases all loaded up. DJ LeMahieu stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
On the ground. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 8th, digging in, Jesus Sanchez. Henry back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one in the air center field. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And now Eric Wagaman, 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Now pitching for
Fernando Cruz gets handed the rock out of the pen.
63.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Henry with a tremendous game both at the plate and on the mound. A really special performance.
What a show he put on for the fans, Boog. Just a force in every phase of the game. He's a special talent.